The Drive with Tim Donnelly here on 99.9 The Fan is back at ACC Kickoff in Charlotte, and we are now joined by Dave Clawson, head coach, Wake Forest football. Coach, we're going to start with a thank you. Thank you for bringing Devontae Gordon. There's not enough offensive linemen represented here. And I think you know the personality, the fun in the offensive line room is so much more than all the coach speak quarterbacks that we talk to all this time.
Yeah, well, the ACC really wanted us to bring a quarterback down, so we have a little package we're putting in with Devontae playing quarterback that I guess he got the EA Sport college football game, and on last week he told me how good he was getting at reading the slow mesh. And so, that's a little bit of a breaking story that I'm sharing with you that, we got a whole package in there that Devontae Gordon is going to play a little bit of quarterback for us.
Short yardage. I can't see anybody bringing him down.
Yeah, he wants to throw the bomb.
Even better. That slow mesh. I don't know if you paid attention much to the response to the game, but your slow mesh is a play that, nationally they're saying you need Wake Forest slow mesh in your college football video game. Did you have to, I don't know, coaches are protective of their key plays.
We should trademark that and, I don't know, get a few pennies anytime somebody utilizes it.
Every time those streamers get all the money out of it. Dave Clawson, Wake Forest head football coach, joining us here. Sticking on the game. Everyone wants to talk to the players about the game. They have it set up upstairs, the new, and they can go at it. As a coach, are you worried? Because, that's a lot of time spent in front of a television that might be spent other ways.
I mean, I'm not going to be able to control what guys do in their room at night. And of all the things they could do, I think playing a video game of college football, as long as they get their sleep, I think for them it's really cool to be able to put on a video game and watch themselves. Mm-hmm. And so I'm not a gamer. If you gave me an Atari joystick from 1980, I might be able to know what to do. These new controllers, I have no clue.
To jump into some of the more pressing issues of the offseason, you're one of the longest tenured coaches in the ACC. And I kind of ask this with an understanding of how I might see it, but does the off-season kind of stink now, where it used to be you focused on recruiting, then you got back to scheming and the football side of things, and now NIL and the transfer portal takes up so much of your time?
Yeah, I guess I look at it that our jobs as head coaches have evolved. And I think anytime something evolves, you have to either embrace it or you should leave. And so
adapt or die.
Yeah, and I've had to learn a different skill set, but I've been a head coach for 25 years, and sometimes learning a new skill set energizes you and invigorates you. And so, it is what it is. And this is now college football in 2024. Complaining about it or bemoaning it isn't going to be beneficial to me or Wake Forest football. So you have to embrace it.
More new. There's a couple new teams kicking around here. Did you, Coach Doran, Coach Sweeney get together as the tenured and decide how what the entry process is? Is it what they have to do to earn their ACC stripes from the West Coast?
No, we kind of stay in our lane. So they're great schools. Those are good football coaches. I've gotten to know all three of them over the years and in our league meetings. And, the travel, quite honestly, in football is not that big of a deal. We're going to go out to California once every 2 years. And those are great brands, SMU, Cal, Stanford, great academic schools. I think they fit, the ACC and our value system. And we welcome them to the league. And, move was made to protect our league, to make sure we continue to exist. So I applaud Commissioner Phillips for being proactive.
Dave Clawson, head coach, Wake Forest, connecting with us at ACC Kickoff. Coach, you mentioned that the league may have encouraged bringing quarterbacks to this deal, and you didn't. Does that indicate any kind of the competition is still wide open with Bachmeier and Kern?
Well, the competition is open, and we have two guys competing for it. And I didn't think it was fair to bring one and not the other. And I didn't think it was fair to not bring three players that have been in our program for 5 and 6 years that have earned the right to be here and represent us. So to not bring Jasheen Davis, Devontae Gordon, or Taylor Marin wouldn't be fair to them and what they've earned. And we don't have a starter And so to bring one without the other would not be the right message to our football team. So, they might not be real happy with me, but I felt it was best for our football team that we have the three guys here that we do.
And then before we let you go, that decision, when do you expect to have the starter, at least in your mind, maybe not passed along to us? Like what else needs to happen for that decision to be made?
Well, we'll go through camp and play it out. You don't have to make a decision until the first game. And so if it declares itself early, we'll make it. If it goes down to the wire, we'll make it then. We're not going to set an artificial timetable for convenience sake.
Coach, we appreciate you for taking the time and good luck.
All right. Go Deeks.